Welcome to MosaicTrack. Let's take a look at the modern features to help you find and hire the best people first. Here you see the candidate search page of the recruiting portal. We also have a hiring team portal and a candidate portal for mobile recruiting. You can search social sites for candidates or your own collection of resumes. All features are available on the desktop, tablet, and mobile phone. We are the only ATS system that offers this. Let's take a look at what MosaicTrack would look like on a mobile phone. Again, all features are available to candidates and hiring teams. Another great feature is formatted resumes. We use one resume for searches, edits, and distribution. And presentation is everything, so we keep the original formatting of the resume. You can edit the resume at any time to keep it up to date. Also download the resume as a Word doc. And importantly, MosaicTrack indexes and re-indexes your resumes automatically to find matches. Here you see the resume has been scored with jobs and shows a historical timeline of when the skills were used. For example, Java was used for a short period of time and JavaScript for a longer period of time. You'll notice that JavaScript is found many times in the resume, but the resume is not given a higher score, so you can't pad the resume. Jobs, people, and contacts all share the same tag list. So here we can search for ASP.NET and SQL Server, and you see that the candidates are automatically found. You can also use keywords for ad hoc searches. Now, MosaicTrack manages the and or logic, so you don't have to. Now let's take a look, say in LinkedIn for candidates. Just simply click web search, and here we bring up in the greater Seattle area where I'm located, ASP.NET, SQL Server, SSIS, all synonyms. And now jobs. We can also search, say, for jobs for a specific person. Say Devin Hughes. Here's his top tags and jobs that match. We can also then look at a card view or a list view, whichever you prefer. You can also send this job to the candidate via the candidate portal so they can review it and interact. Also contacts. You might not have a job for a specific person, but you can be proactive by, again, typing in the common tag and looking for people who are interested in candidates with ASP.NET. And here's Jim, and you can see his tags. Also workflows for interviews, phone screens. You can add one or more people to a category. Say that Dana Jones is a contact at a company and the candidate, Sally, is going to be interviewed. She will then also receive a notification at the candidate portal for this interview. You can interact with hiring teams by sending lists. A list is something you can keep for your own personal use of one or more jobs or candidates. Here we see a list of candidates to be sent to a hiring team. Simply click on the list, type in a contact name. Here's Molly, select, and an email pops up. Now, Molly can bookmark this URL and never have to read her emails again. You can manage, as a recruiter, the candidates on this list. So here's what Molly would see. She would see the list that the recruiter has provided, click on the resume, view the same skills that the recruiter would, also do keyword searches, and then we see Tammy scored. Also, comments. This is important in real time during the interview. People can read the resume, as we can see here on their phone, see the scores, click on a tag, and see when it was used. And of course, these comments can be viewed by the recruiter, again in real time. Let's take a look at the candidate portal. On the left, you see keywords that are found in the resume, the best matched jobs that your company offers. This way, the candidate doesn't need to think what they're a match or what they're not a match to. They can already look at the best jobs suited for them. Of course, they can modify their search if they want to. They can click on a job and see how they look. This is important because candidates need to know how they look to a recruiter, why they were passed up for a job or why they were offered a position. Here we see for web designer the word CSS and CSS3. Now CSS was found, but CSS3 was not. Maybe in the resume it was CSS space 3. So this gives candidates a chance to see how they look and fix their resumes if they have problems. People can also apply for a position, either directly or just simply apply and have the resume sent to the recruiter. Here you could type in a note and apply to this job. Now let's go back to the recruiting portal and we'll see an alert here. There we go. That shows someone has applied. We can click on that. And we see many different people have applied for positions. You see a score, how well they are look to this position. You can look at the position to remind you and look at the candidate and see how they scored, and also look at their resume. If the candidate doesn't exist, it'll create a profile. You can also send jobs to candidates for them to review, and also events like phone screens and interviews. And all these features are available on the candidate's mobile phone or tablet or desktop, wherever they are. Thank you again for reviewing MosaicTrack.